Good afternoon. This is the 6th day of the month. If you are watching this, we are on the 6th day of the month as we start all these, letting you know where the stuff comes from. It isn't me. I'm reading some of it. I give you my own input, but it comes from Joel's book, I Declare 31 Days of Greatness. I created this video series because of that series of books. I wanted to give someone every day a message of something that, of help, or some way if someone needed something, or some word that might just click and, okay, I feel better today, or I can get through today, if you're at that point where you're having, severe issues. So, again, I created 31 of these, as you guys know, for 31 days of the month. So hopefully you watch this on the 6th day of the month, whether it's October 6th, September 6th, April 6th, or December 6th, whatever it's the 6th day of the month. I declare a legacy of faith over my life. I declare that I will store blessings for future generations. My life is marked by excellence and integrity. Because I'm making the right choices and taking the steps of faith, others will want to follow me. God's abundance is surrounding my life today. This is my declaration. So every morning we do a declaration over ourselves, the stuff we want for the day. Part of this reading is to help you with that. And then Joel goes into a little bit about the declaration and how it relates to the Bible, or at least to the modern world. When you hear the word legacy, you probably think of what you will leave behind, or how you will be remembered when you are gone. That's one way of thinking, but there is something even more significant. The scripture talks about how we can store up mercy for our children and future generations. You can store up blessings and favor by living a life of excellence and integrity that will affect generations to come. I know I am blessed today because I had parents who honored God. I also had grandparents who prayed for me and modeled a life of excellence. You may not feel like you have holy heritage if your parents or grandparents didn't give God the time of day. But you may be reaping the rewards of a legacy left hundreds of years ago by a great-great-great-grandfather or other ancestor that prayed regularly. They helped others. It was their faith, their life of excellence that planted the seed, and now God is rewarding them by helping you to live a life of victory. Your challenge is to live in such a way as to cause others to win. Every time you're kind and respectful, every time you help someone in need, every time you come to church, you serve and give, you are strong, you are saving up mercy. It may be for your children, for your grandchildren, or even 100 years from now, somebody in your family line who will experience God's goodness because of his life you've lived. Right? So we talk about this in terms of living a good life, a life that honors God, like trying to do the right thing at all times if you can. Now, I know it's not always easy to do the things. And what are some of the small things we do that honor God? Some of the things that I do. My heart's always turned to God. I typically, everyone has something that happens at some point when they get upset, but typically I'm not a mean-spirited person at all. I joke with people all the time. I like to have fun. When I joke with people, have venom in what I say. I try to make it fun, just having a good time, as we call it up here in the North, breaking balls. I just kind of like to have fun with my friends and do those kind of things. But when I'm out in public and doing things, like you make these videos, and sometimes you hear me say a word here that maybe I shouldn't say, and I'm working on that. But like if I'm just out shopping and I don't want something, I don't just put it anywhere. I put it back where I got it. When I'm done with my carriage, I bring it to the carriage place where it's supposed to go. If I'm waiting in line, I get frustrated because I don't want to wait in line, but I wait in line because I'm supposed to wait in line. I do the things that I'm supposed to do because that's what you're supposed to do. Not only for society, but you don't want to be a rule breaker all the time because it leads to other things, right? Small things lead to other things. I remember when I was younger, I used to always put soda under my carriage when I go shopping, and I would hope that the lady didn't see it because I'd get free soda. And I'm like, why would I do that? I had the money to pay. I was just doing it to do it, So now I make sure all the time I bring up a soda and say, there's 4 of them under here, just so you know, and a water, right? So let them know that what I have in there, so they're aware of it. And they don't always catch it, but I catch it because I don't want to. The other day, a lady gave her a $20 bill. She handed me back $30 after I bought something. And I said, whoa, you gave me too much money. Now, most people would just take that and go, God wanted me to have that. And maybe he did. I don't know. But I don't think that's what he wanted. I think it was a test. I wanted to pass that test, right? So these are some things that come up in life for me that I try to just live a good life. If I see someone that needs help, I try to help them. If I have a word to say, I try to say it. Obviously, it has to come to a point where you're not going to hurt yourself or your family. Someone's not going to get hurt because of helping this person, right? You're not going to pull over and have a stranger come in the car and kill your whole family. That's not helping anybody. Even though you're trying, the heart was based to help. You have to make sure you take calculated risks and go, is this worth this? But at the end of the day, offering someone a ride that needs help in the rain is not that bad. Maybe if you know the person, right? And, you know, most strangers won't take a ride anyways, but, you know, God is beautiful. Like, life can be beautiful. It works better if you work with it instead of against it. So maybe this helps someone today that was hearing this message, that they, you know, maybe they thought they were doing something small and it wasn't anything. Listen, karma comes around. Like, you know, you want to do the right thing because the right thing will happen. If you do the wrong thing will happen. So you want to make sure that you're trying to do the right thing, and then you have a better chance of getting what you want down the road. So again, I'll have a link to these videos from yesterday and tomorrow when I put them up there. I hope you guys like the message. I'm going to keep them coming. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I want to make sure that when I release these videos, you guys get the new ones as they come. Again, I'm Deric Lipski, and I'll talk to you later. See you at the next one.